Listen, you can hear the chain when it hits the metal. Still dark this morning. Today's gonna be tree work. Today I've got fixing to crank up. We got the ramps down on the gooseneck already. I was gonna load the Mini last night, but I thought it might rain, so I just didn't do it. But I'm gonna be solo today. Love this truck. So that's the first one for today. Let's see, the pine's gonna be about 41, 42 inches at the butt down there. And dead. It's always look at stuff where you can go to hacking and cutting. When you look for hazards and obstacles, this tree here, I am pretty dang sure, just by looking at it, the guy that owns it had mentioned it too, but I can look at it and almost tell. You see how it's got this bulge right there, and then there's another one right here. There's a very, very good possibility that there's a fence in this tree. So I'm automatically gonna get up on it and cut it off up high. It's gonna be my game plan. So always look for stuff like that if you can, but I'm gonna take and cut all these saplings down first. That's gonna be my first order of operation. Get it opened up where I can see it real well. Take the grapple and set them over there to the side. I'm gonna note a couple things on it. See, once I got this cleared out, see that center of that tree is gonna be rotten. This tree may end up in a driveway over there, that's why I'm moving my truck. But look, you see this line? You see that line right there? It's a distinct line. That is more than likely gonna be some barbed wire right there, is what that's gonna be, I guarantee you. So we're gonna, like I said, stay up on it. Listen, you can hear the chain when it hits the metal. What's crazy is I was still able to bore this tree. Saw it and cutting real good right here, but I mean it was enough to get the job done. Here in just a minute, once I get the tree on the ground, you can watch when I go to try to cut a limb. There, it won't even cut nothing or anything. But like I said, I fought my way through it with it like it was, and got it down. But that's part of dealing with these trees like this. When you're out doing tree work or logging or cutting, you're gonna hit stuff in them, and it's just gonna happen. So my game plan, I didn't cut my trigger. I'm just gonna break it right here with the machine. You see that tree? I'll look at something here. I swore I felt some metal on the side over here when I was making the side cuts. The reason I cut those like that is so I can see how thick my meat is when I'm not looking at bark. Yeah, you can tell on the point right there. Right there is a real good one. So there was, when I cut down, so my suspicions were correct. When I cut down right here, when I started going down right there, I hit some of that fence right there. It didn't hurt it too bad. It was still cut pretty good here. We'll see here. No bueno. I got lucky. It cut as good as it did when I was back cutting it there. Lord have mercy. So this is the point when I'm calculating the bill, and my bill just doubled for Jeff right there right quick. I'm thinking, homie, I done ruined a chain over here for you, dog. A little bit. Yeah, buddy. Had to send old Jeffrey a bill on that. So that's why I opted not to stick to 500 in that tree. I'm glad I didn't now. That's the reason why I put that line over there too. I knew I needed to stay above that line, but I was gonna get that side. And when I went down on that side just a little bit, I got into that wire or nail or whatever it was in there. But this chain right here was needing some attention anyhow, and I'll just get on it and work on it whenever I get back home. So like I said, because the 500's got square ground on it, and I dang sure didn't want to hit nothing with that chain. But the 500's what I'm about to run on these next trees. All right, this is job number 2. It was just around the corner from job number 1. We're gonna cut this pecan, and you see the power line, which that tree's not an issue. And we're gonna cut this pecan, and this tree is not an issue. We're gonna cut this pecan. This one is the issue. You see the limbs up there? They're actually between that neutral and that hot wire up there. They're actually riding on the neutral, currently rubbing on it. So what I'm hoping is that when the power company gets here, I'm fixing to go ahead and cut this one and that one, that they'll just, they're gonna drop the line, but I'm gonna just see if they'll just kill it. Just cut the power off and just let me bomb the tree, and that way they ain't gotta drop the line or anything, because it ain't gonna hurt anything when it goes through it. We just need the power off of it is the main thing, and I believe it'll just brush right through it. And if it does tear it down, they'll be here to put it back up, so that's a good thing. So they're gonna be here in about an hour. Go ahead and get these 2 done and get them cut. these trees like this, you have to take in consideration these limbs on it, how long they are. You see that limb there, how long it protrudes out back over this way. And you've got to get those limbs like this one here past that pivot point to go over that way. And this tree is not that tall. It's only probably about 35, bumping 40 foot to the topest, not the tallest limb up there. And so you don't have many segments in this tree to play with. That's why you need like a rope up in it, or either, you know, a machine like that pushing on it, one of the two. You see me notch it a while ago. I got it notched. I'm gonna bore this one, bore it with a 500 square ground chain. Nice, very nice. So these trees like this with these big limbs, they got a lot of pressure on them. I decided to go ahead and hack some of these limbs off to release some of this pressure. You know, even though it wasn't in the deal, it's I can possibly save somebody from getting hurt. You know, because if you don't fool with this stuff like this, you can stick a saw in these and it end up, you know, something happening, limb gets you or whatever. So I went ahead and just knocked this thing around and got some of these pieces out of it and actually moved them with the Mini, because I mean, it don't take me 5 minutes to do this stuff like this sometimes, you know. So just helping out. Make sure his power is back on in his house. And
I guess he got it back on.
okay. So I'm gonna do everything be down here. I'm gonna go to the house, get this video ready for y'all to watch. And I'm gonna run to town, run a few errands. We're supposed to get some more bad weather tonight. Ice, wintry mix, all that good stuff like that. So I'm gonna, let's see, I probably won't leave the Mini on the trailer. I'll probably go ahead and unload it and put it under the shed. And pull my truck up under there too. That way if I have to load it and go, I just go. But so if you need some help with some trees, it gets ice bad there, just holler at me and we'll see what we can do. If you're in the Columbus area, surrounding areas, over in the edge of Alabama, Ethelesville, all that. But like I said, I'm gonna get this thing ready and then run to town, run a bunch of errands. I'm gonna take these saw bands off too. Get that done.